Okay, so the next topic is red black trees. So I already got my slides, but I think it is very convenient to it is very easy to use this board to explain. Okay, so let me continue my series using this whiteboard because I think it is very easy to explain. Otherwise, if I am using slides, it is very rigid to explain because all the text are over here, so you will just read and I will just explain. But it is very interesting to use this board to explain. So I will use this board to explain other topics as well. But in some cases, I will use slides as well. Anyway, so what is a red black tree? So red black tree. So first I just draw some very preliminary example for red black tree. So red black tree is something like this. So let me choose some random values, and maybe this can be 1 6, maybe this can be, let's say, 11 and 50. So as you can see, I chose, or I selected only two colors. Okay, so this is, you are not very little children, so to understand the colors. Anyway, so these are black nodes, these are red nodes. So if I use red and black nodes, it will make a red black tree. Okay, that is my introduction for red black trees. It is just a very primary level introduction. So in order to make a valid red black tree, okay, so your red black tree can be either valid or invalid. So in order to make a valid red black trees, we must consider red black tree properties. Okay, red black tree properties. So there are several red black tree properties that you must follow in order to make a valid red black tree. Otherwise, you are making a red black tree. It's okay, but it's invalid. Okay. Okay. So what are the red black tree properties? So RB tree, which is stands for red black tree. RB tree properties. Okay. So first I will write the properties, then I will explain. So it will be easier for me and easier for you to understand. So first red black tree property is every node of corresponding red black tree must be either red. Every node of red black tree, red or black, must be either red or black. Okay, I will just write those in short form. And the second property is root is always black. Root is always black. And the third property is every leaf node is black. It's always black. There will be leaf nodes and there will be some nil nodes. Okay, this leaf node, I mean the nil, or someone can say those are null nodes. Okay, those are not actual leaf nodes. Okay, don't get confused leaf nodes as this 1 6 11 or 15. So I will explain what is this nil and null nodes. So in this case, leaf node is known as nil and null nodes. So these nil nodes or maybe null nodes is black, always black. Okay, don't get confused, these are the leaf labels. Okay, these are not okay, this is the leaf node, but these are not the nil nodes. Okay? So if you get confused this word, always use this nil or null. Okay, so the fourth property is the black height. So each node must have same black height of their paths. So this is one of the most essential property when we encounter red black tree properties, which is the black height. So I will explain each and everything in more detail in later. So these are the 4 properties when we encounter the red black trees. Okay, so what is meant by every node of red black trees? Red or black. So it is very easy to understand. Any node in red black tree must be either black or red. Okay, so every node must be colored either black or red. Okay? And root is always black. So as you can see, this is the root. So your root is always black. You can't have a red root. Okay, that is basic idea. So every leaf is black. So this is very interesting. So let me redraw this corresponding example again. So 5, 12 and 1, 6 and 11 and 15. So these are the leaf nodes. Okay, and in this case leaf nodes are black. Okay, but this property won't talking about these leaf nodes. Okay, leaf node mean, I think using the word of leaf will get confused. So I will use nil nodes. Okay, so nil nodes. So these nil node mean these are null pointers or nil pointers. So these are the nil nodes. So I'm drawing those nil nodes in this way, in dotted manner, because those are null pointers. And in the red black trees, these null pointers already have a color that is being declared as black. So don't think we don't need to consider black nodes, or we don't need to consider nil nodes, or their colors or as like that. This is very essential. Okay, leaf nodes has a color. Sorry, nil nodes has a color, and nil nodes are always black. Okay, or null nodes are always have a color. Null nodes are always black. Okay, that is the third property. And what is this property? Black height. Okay, so black height means the number of black nodes that you encounter in a specific tree path. In a specific tree path. So in this case we have 4 different tree paths: 10, 5, 1 and 10, 5, 6, 10 to 11, 10 to 15. So just count the black nodes. So always when you're counting black nodes, so this is 1, this is 1, and don't count this. So black height is all in this case 3. And if you find the left path, it is 3, and right path it's all so 3. And if you select this 2 or this node, the black height is 1, because you only have one black node within this path from root to leaf node. Okay, so this is again a root for this particular subtree, and this is a leaf node. So if you consider the remaining all other leaf nodes, always the black height is 1. So it is a property. Okay, when you are considering a particular node, all the subtree path must be having exact same black height. So let's say your left subtree having black height as 1 and your right subtree having black height as 2, then it is not a valid red black tree, because black heights are different. So you must not have the different black heights. So if your tree is having different black heights, you must do some fixings in order to fix that imbalance red black tree. Okay, so those are the red black tree properties. And I think as an introduction, this session will be enough. So in the next session, I will discuss what are the cases that you must know about red black trees in order to perform insert operations.